Hey everyone, so why is it so important to reduce our footprint? Palm oil. Palm oil is in high demand because many of our favorite snacks contain this ingredient. As our demand continues to grow, companies will create a supply regardless of the damage they cause, including deforestation, loss of habitats, increased emissions, and hundreds of thousands of deaths of animals and insects. So if you don't want to be a part of the people that are supporting this kind of cruelty, disastrous ingredient, here is one way to start. DIY peanut butter, cashew butter, and almond butter. Simple as that. The majority of these nut butters contain palm oil. So here is all that you need to create your own nut butter. So the ingredients you need today are some nuts. I'm using cashew because I like cashew butter. 1 teaspoon so that we can use it for the oil. A container, make sure to reuse a container. This is an old container that had some ranch in it, so I made sure to save the container so I can reuse it for something. And a blender. And one thing I forgot to mention is an additional footprint reduction is going to be on the plastic needed to contain this kind of peanut butter. So now you won't even be using plastic because you're always going to be reusing the same container. So let's start. What I also like to add is a tablespoon of sugar. Now there's a couple of things I have to recommend. First of all, be patient. It does take some time for it to fully blend. Also, if it gets too thick, adding a little bit more oil will definitely smooth things out. A blender is a little bit harder to create. Normally the food processors are the ones that I've seen many videos on. But since I don't have a food processor, I still used a blender of mine. And there you have it. This is a good way of preventing from supporting that kind of industry. All it takes us is about 10 minutes just to create some really good nut butter. A good way of cleaning out this blender is just grabbing a celery and start picking at it, you know? Fill it up. Remember, it is our demand that's encouraging companies to create a supply regardless of the damage they cause. So if you don't want to create a demand for these industries, simple techniques like this can really make a difference. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything, you can write them down in the comment section. I'll make sure to reply to them all. Thank you for watching, and as always, I hope you have a very efficient day. Bye.